This is Papa's Real Estate Podcast. So, welcome to this week's podcast on Papa's Real Estate. Again, if you're new to this channel, my name is Pa Fode. We do this every week. Come on down here and talk about real estate. And if you're new, please like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Comment below, share it if you think you learned something. If you're a returning guest, well, thank you. Welcome back. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Today's podcast on this week, I'm responding to a request I get from one of my viewers who wants me to talk about the pros and cons of real estate. So this week's podcast is going to be about the pros and cons of real estate. And how I'm going to go about that is to tell you how many ways you can get paid or make money in investing in real estate. And then the other side will be what it's going to cost you, meaning the benefits and then the negative aspects of investing in real estate. Thanks to one of my own mentors, Keith Weinhold from GRE. All right, so let's get on to it. When we talk about the pros of investing in real estate, you can look at it as if how you can make money investing in real estate. As we know, people are always going to need a place to stay. Either it's yours that you own or you rent and pay somebody else. You either pay the mortgage or pay the rent, or you can find a way to live free or live under the bridge. Few choices, homelessness and all that. But getting into pros of real estate, how you can make money from real estate. If you're investing in real estate, there are basically 5 ways you can make money in investing in real estate. Number 1, if you buy a place, you either have a mortgage or not, you rent it out to somebody else, they pay you every month. If you don't have a mortgage, then you're still gonna have few expenses. But let's just keep it simple. You have a mortgage, you pay your mortgage, HOA, taxes, insurance, and put inside for maintenance and all that. What is left for you, it's your cash flow. Meaning that if you pay all your expenses, including your debt, whatever amount of money is left in hand is your cash flow. That's one way you can make money from real estate. Number 2, real estate tends to appreciate, meaning that if you buy it for 100,000, if you hold it long enough, there is a great chance that it's going to worth more than the 100,000 you paid for. I mean, sometimes it goes down, it comes back up. It happens, but generally speaking, if you buy it, hold it long enough, the value tends to go up. So that is appreciation. So the second way you get paid is appreciation. Let's talk about the third way you can get paid in investing in real estate. It's the tax benefits you get from the government for providing housing to people that need it. If you look at every country, the government have ways to incentivize people to invest in stuff that the government knows that its citizens will need, and the government is not the best source to provide those for the citizen. And one of those main ones is housing. Nobody wants to live in a country where your population is homeless. You want them to have a place to stay. And the government will give you tax benefits for providing housing to citizens. And that tax benefits can come from different forms of benefits, meaning that if you make money from renting out real estate to the citizens, the government will tax you on that income at a lower tax rate than the money you make from from your regular job. And then the government gives you this incentive called depreciation. And what is depreciation is that the government tells you, you have this house, it's worth $100,000. Let's say the land that the house is sitting on is worth $25,000. The building and the contents of the building, things in the building, is worth $75,000. So for a single family home, triplex, fourplex, duplex, and all that 1 to 4 unit residential real estate, the government say, we will tell you that if you own this home for 27.5 years, after that, the house is worth nothing, technically. But what it means that the stuff inside the house and itself would wear out and you will need to replace it. For that being the case, we will let you depreciate the house, not the land, for 27.5 years, meaning you take the 75,000, divided by 27.5, and every year that portion you will take it as a tax benefit, a tax deduction to you. And thanks to Donald Trump in 2017, give us what is called accelerated depreciation, meaning instead of waiting 27 and a half years, you can fast forward it and take it at a shorter period of time. I believe, if I'm not wrong, it's between 1 to 5 years. Instead of dividing it up for 27 and a half years, you're going to divide it up to 5 years. And then instead of getting a lower tax benefit, you can get a higher tax benefit. From there, that's the third one, inflation. Even the government's goal is to make the value of the money go down every year. And the United States, their target for the value of the money is 2% every year. If you hold $100 in your house, in your hand, under your mattress, anywhere you keep it in bank, the government tells you every year that $100 is going to lose $2 in its purchasing power, meaning that every year the value of that $100 is going down by 2%. That is the government's own target. Why? I don't know. So I'm not an expert in that. But lately, as we can see, all of us that buy gas, go to the grocery store and buy other stuff, we see how expensive things get in this last 2 years. So that is what it's called inflation. So real estate is a hedge against inflation, meaning that as time goes on, the value tend to go up with inflation. That is, it may go up every year at least 2 to 3% to 5%. And in 2020, 2021, and 2022, in places like Western Washington, we've seen north of 20% inflation in housing prices, mean the value of homes go up annually at least, or on average, 20%. We've seen that here. If you're in the market to buy a house, you know. If you're in the market to sell it, you know. And the fifth part of it is loan pay down, meaning if you get $100,000 house that you bought and you have a loan on it for either 96,500 for paying 3.5% down, or you paid 5% down with a loan of 95,000, or you put a 20% down with a loan of 80,000. If you rent that out to your tenants, they will pay you rent, and portion of that rent goes to your principal, that is the loan balance, your interest on the loan, your taxes, and your insurance if it's all together. So these are mainly the 5 ways you can make money in real estate. First is appreciation. Second is cash flow. Third is the taxes you get. Fourth is inflation. And then fifth is the loan pay down from your tenants. All right. So now that we see the benefits, the pros of investing in real estate, we can put that on the side. And let's go on the cons of investing in real estate, the negative aspects. 1, it can be expensive. Generally speaking, housing is not cheap. If you're in the market, or you pay to buy a house, or you pay attention at the housing prices, or you are selling a house, you see how expensive it can get. Plus the expensiveness of the prices of housing, plus the interest rates. Recently, as of March of 2022, they went up, and they're going up, and the government says they're going to keep putting the interest rate up at least 0.25% every quarter. So every 3 months is going to go up that amount. So from there, let's talk about the expenses as the second con of owning real estate. You're going to have expenses even at your own house that you live in at home. As a house, things are going to break. You're going to have to pay your electricity bill, the sewer, the water, the garbage, and all that stuff. After every 25 or so years, you're going to have to replace a roof on your house. And that roof is not cheap. It's going to cost you around this area an average of about $12,000 to replace a roof. That is an expense. And if you own a rental, things are going to break. And if they break, they're going to call you or your property manager. But eventually that money is coming out of your pocket to pay to fix those stuff and get them done. And then Those are going to be the expenses of the mortgage, property taxes, insurance, and all the other stuff. And then we go to the maintenance. Just like I said, it's going to break and somebody got to fix it. And who's that going to be? The owner. So the third one is going to be the maintenance. And then the fourth one, I will say, is you can lose your money in real estate. Yes, I know I said it before that if you hold it long enough, it's going to go up. I said it. But you can also lose your money in real estate, including the down payment you put. And how you're going to lose that is you can lose your house to a foreclosure if things go wrong for you or your tenants. Then from there, you can also lose money if you buy it wrong. How do you make money in real estate? You buy it when you make the money when you buy, not when you sell. A lot of people will tell you, oh, I make my money when I sold my property. I'll make this X amount. It's because you bought it right or you hold it long enough to make money from it. So you make your money in real estate when you buy. And when you don't buy right, you tend to lose money. And the fifth one is time. In real estate, you need a lot of time to put in it. Either it's your time or someone else's time. You're going to have to find time to look for properties. You're going to have to time to fix them up if they need work. You're going to have to put time to manage it, maintain them, and all that stuff. It's time. Just like how you go to work every day and come home, you spend time in it. If you own real estate as an investment, it is a business, and that business requires time. It's either your own time or you pay someone else to put their time in it. So money or time. All right, let's recap this. Pros and cons. 5 ways you can make money in real estate. 1, appreciation. 2, cash flow. 3, taxes. 4, inflation. 5, loan pay down. 5 other ways you can lose money in real estate. The expenses. The expensiveness of real estate. It is expensive in terms of buying it, the down payment or buy it in cash, the cons. 2, the expenses that comes with owning a home. Maintenance for owning the home if things break or need upgrade. Lost money to either a foreclosure or a bad deal or anything like that. Time. You need to spend time in there, either your own time or someone else's time. Anyway, these are the few things we can talk about on the pros and cons of investing in real estate. It's not all. There's a lot more to it. If I want to sit here and go through all of them, we can be here for a while. But this is the little I have for this week. Anyway, thank you very much for watching my podcast. And if you have any comments, please do comment below. If there's anything you want me to talk about, please put it down. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think. And if you think you learned something, you can share this video with other people. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We'll talk later.